Well, it's not too cold today, but it is very gray. This is where my Notaire used to be. Now it's a crèche, a daycare center. Now see, there's another notarial office here. See, they have these like gold bronze things in front. Notaire. And a notaire is not a notary public. It's a different legal system over here. A notaire is a kind of French lawyer, and they do real estate, title search, divorces, adoptions, your will. They do a lot of other things too. I can't remember what. I ran a seminar for some notaire a few years ago. Actually, it was quite a few years ago. I think it was about 8 or 9 years ago already. Funny how time flies when you're screwed up. Comparing the French legal system with the anglo-saxon legal system. And I really learned a lot about what they do. It was a lot more than what I thought. If you want to buy real estate, for example, you might want to ask first at your local notaire office and let them know you're in the market for something. Because since they handle people's estates and stuff, when somebody dies, before it gets posted in a real estate agency, you can just deal with the notaire directly. It cuts out an additional step. You might get a better price, and things might go more quickly or whatever. So, I don't know what I accomplished with this guy. I have to make a phone call later this month, after the 8th, to some administration in Paris because I'm arguing about my situation. Okay, I'm disabled, but I'm married and I have no child. My husband earns a little bit too much money for me to collect anything, but then they finally decided, well, you're so handicapped that what he earns really shouldn't have anything to do with it. But I'm in this catch-22 thing because I haven't worked enough in the last few years because I've been too sick to work. And so I completely fall between the cracks. It's really frustrating. So I'm looking for work, even though I'm not up for much. But there's got to be some stuff I can do. I enjoyed teaching last fall, even though I doubt either place is ever going to pay me. But, there's something I can do. And I'm trying to finish setting up my EURL so I can be a going concern for doing publishing projects and editorial work and consulting work and stuff like that. It's very hard to do that here in France. Back in New York I had my own business, and I just paid a $30 fee and set up a sole proprietorship at City Hall. And it was just like 1 or 2 pages long, and when I closed the business after a couple of years because there was a really bad recession, it was no big deal. I just declared it ended, and I eventually paid off my debts, and that was it. But it's not like that here in France.